Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast show on SABC3. Happy Monday to all. Now, the latest statistics suggest that 30% of South Africans will have suffered from a mental disorder over the course of their lifetime, and that 1 in 6 are currently suffering from one. The COVID-19 pandemic isn't just a disease outbreak, it has also become a catalyst of emotional and mental pressure for everyone. Staying at home, social distancing, and even self-isolating are crucial in stopping the spread of the virus. But such extreme changes to our daily lives is causing high levels of stress and anxiety amongst the population and worsening symptoms amongst those who already suffer from it. Now, medical doctor Michael Mol joined us via video call to give us his expert opinion on mental health during a pandemic like this. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you doing this morning?
Good, and you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. It's Monday. Not quite Friday, but Monday's good.
Monday's good. It's a start to a brand new week. But let's get right into it. Why do you think, COVID-19 is so different to anything we've experienced before?
Well, Jamie, simply because it is. I mean, that's the easiest answer. Very few of us have experienced a global pandemic of this nature. Natural disasters, floods and fires, they come and go. And generally news about them is quite contained to that area. But for the last couple of months, all we've read is COVID-19. It's on every news channel you turn to. It's everywhere. And generally, the news is not good. We know that it's coming to South Africa. We're just not sure when it's actually going to hit. We've seen the devastating effects of that. And so all this uncertainty, all this pent-up worry is what's creating this concern. That combined with the economic crisis, where people are actually asking the question, can you believe it? Is it lives or livelihood we should be chasing? And all of that is creating this anxiety and this depression. So this viral pandemic has actually caused almost an anxiety pandemic, if you like.
Absolutely. And presumably the extension has obviously just made everything worse, right? Now, in terms of the isolation part of things, how does that then affect someone's mental health as well?
So, Jamie, great question. I mean, humans are social animals, and all of our systems, our physiological and our psychological and our biological systems were all formed around social groups and interactions. And if you take that away, our bodies take quite a hit. And what we find social interaction does is it actually creates a bit of buffer towards stress. So when we engage with friends and family, we get a real sense of self-worth, of purpose, of self-confidence, of belonging. And if we don't get that, that really has a negative impact on us. And that kind of, and having that as a buffer to stress. Now, we know that short-term stress is not a bad thing. So that's what helps you get to your deadlines. It's what helps you get your lines right, when you're on the show, helps us play our best. But it seems what Corona has done is turned on that stress response and kept it on for a long time. And what that's done is had an impact on anxiety and depression.
Oh, absolutely. So what then can people do to help, alleviate some of these feelings of stress and anxiety during this time?
Well, I mean, if there's a simple answer, I'd be the one shouting from the rooftops, even with a guitar in my hand, like some of our musicians have done. Apology to all the neighbors. But because we're experiencing this differently, or we're experiencing it on an individual level, we need to deal with it individually. So I would say two things. One, give yourself the opportunity to almost be worried and feel a little bit stressed out. Emotional repression at a time like this when things are so uncertain is certainly not good for your health. It's one thing to kind of try and get yourself to relax when you're battling with grade 6 mathematics, but you also need to give yourself a chance just to let your hair not down a little bit, but just sort of launch out a little bit at the whole reality of things. It's not a normal situation to be in. Yeah. And at that point, I'd also say just give yourself a break from watching the news. You can do so much. There's so much that you can get on with life without having to know the latest headline or deadline, and with a sort of flurry of news and fake news makes things even worse. I would say take a break. Don't feel like you know what the latest update on COVID is, and just get on doing the things that you normally do.
That's such a good tip. And I've also been seeing a lot of people doing some garden running challenges, and someone did a full Ironman triathlon just a few weeks ago. Is it even more important now to look after our physical health as well?
Jamie, is it ever not important to look after our physical health? I mean, that's the answer there. But yes, absolutely, especially with lockdown, especially because we're indoors, and especially two things, exercise and sleep. When it comes to exercise, we know how good that is for our overall well-being from all sorts of aspects. But exercise particularly produces something called endorphins, happy hormones that really have an impact on, again, buffering stress. All right, so exercise, very, very important. Also, when we're anxious, anxiety brings up this pent-up energy, and that energy, if not kind of used, often sort of lashes out in worry and anger and irritation. So if you're feeling yourself spiraling out of control, I'd say do something active. That's exercise. When it comes to sleep, it's the quality of your sleep and the quantity of your sleep that really matters. It's so tempting to just relax on the couch and binge watch your favorite show. But my suggestion is keep your routine regular. Go to bed and get up at the same time every day, Monday through Sunday, because our sleep is vitally important.
I love that. Thank you so much, Dr. Michael Mol, for joining us this morning and giving us these wise words of wisdom with regards to our mental health. So thank you so much.
Pleasure, Jamie. Anytime.
While you focus on your mental health at home, also maybe take time for your physical health and maybe get some few tips from Raldo Morne himself.